Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Cardconomist live stream. Ta-da! Did it work? Wow, very fascinating. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very awkward Tuesday evening stream. Well, that sucks. 6 minutes in and no conversation. It says there's only 4 people in here. Is that right? Everybody left? That's sad. Oh wait, there's 29 people. We are live. So, the only thing that worked, by the way, was doing a hard reset on the phone. To its credit, the YouTube app allowed me to get back in the stream after we did the reset. How fascinating. So it said the stream was interrupted. Would you like to continue? And I said yes. But yeah, I turned off Bluetooth. I tried turning the phone on silent and then unsilencing it. I tried resetting the phone real fast, like a soft reset. I tried swapping apps. Nothing worked. And then a hard reset, and it was like, oh, daddy. So that seemed to do it. All right, so we are live, and we're ready to do our evening stream. We started almost at 6 p.m. I really don't want to go all the way to 9 p.m. again, like we did yesterday. I know we started late again today, so I apologize for that, but poor Karis, she doesn't get to see me. Actually, you know, the reason we did daytime streams was so that I could hang out with Karis. But it's turning out that we're starting later and later, and it's running later and later, and all that's really happening is we're running the stream directly in the time that she's off. And so we have to rethink this, because this was not my intention. So she's actually off right now. She got off at 5 p.m. and we're live at 6 p.m., like an hour after she's off. So none of it makes sense. The original intention was to run a stream pretty much from like 3 to 6 or something like that. We're supposed to be done at the same time she's done, so we can go outside and exercise and hang out. So this is not going to be a permanent stream time. We have to fix this. Either we have to go even later. So maybe we could start at like 11 p.m. and end at, I don't know, like 2 a.m. strictly. It's got to be real strict in that case, because I have to go to bed. Or we pull the stream time back further to the earlier time period, like it was originally intended. Maybe stream a little later when she goes to bed. That was how the nighttime stream started. That was the idea of the nighttime stream, was that we would do it after she goes to bed. And so, yeah, that was the original idea, exactly. But it looks like we cannot stream right now. This is her off time. This is the ideal time for us to go outside together. And that was the whole point of swapping the days, was to get time together and go outside, which I'm not doing in my life. I'm just staying inside, and it's like super healthy. Hey, what's up, Vaults? Now it's back. It went in and out. I can still hear. Have her work the graveyard shift. Looks like you cut out again. What? Really? Okay, I did a soft reset on the phone. No sleep for you again. Yeah, we need to make sure that I can actually hang out with her. It's YouTube, says Gabriel Gallegos. Can you guys hear me? Let me say test. Can you guys hear me? No? Nope. Maybe it's time to stream in the morning. We do stream in the morning. Oh, it's working? Okay, good. Well, we're live now. We better get started. But yeah, this stream time is bad. She actually does not get to hang out with me. I do not get to hang out with her. We went from streaming at one bad time to a different bad time. Here's Christopher Houghton, Mr. 1 Japanese 151. You got it, man. Let's get started. All right, here we are. So Christopher Houghton. Are these going to the moon yet, by the way? These got to go to the moon, right? There is no way these don't go to the moon. They've got the exclusive Master Balls in them. Ooh, right? Like the English version of 151 did not get Master Balls. Japanese for the win. Sometimes Japanese cards are better than the English equivalent, and this is probably one of those cases. Here's Mr. Christopher Houghton. You should do 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. and then 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Yeah. I feel like if we do the nighttime again, we have to have like a hard stop. Meaning no matter what, we don't go past like 3 a.m. or something, or 2 a.m. I don't know. Something like that. All right. Thank you, Christopher Houghton, for the order. Who else wants some action? For the guys who are new, place a first-time order. Here is the Bowser, Baby Bowser Jr. card where he's doing a little fireball. Very nice. Just want to show that off. So, as you guys might have heard, Shining Tyranitar is the new break. It's a big deal. He's a pretty big one, too, because I expect him to take a while, but look at that. Wow. Beautiful card, man. Gorgeous, really. Okay. And over here, we've got... What do we got over here? The Mega Tyranitar. He's already 5 spots deep on the sub list. Wow. Moving like a freight train. He's a heavy one. I'm a little nervous. Show me your feet and blink twice if you're being held hostage. I think only streaming in the morning is ideal. That's an interesting idea, Arturo. What if we had only one stream a day and it was a morning stream and it just lasted like 6 hours? That's an interesting idea. And then just done for the rest of the day, huh? All right. So, whew, man. What I couldn't tell you guys while it was muted, I couldn't tell you I had Mexican food for lunch today. I feel terrible. I'm so full. It's too much beans, dude. There's too much beans. My God, does it have beans in it? All right. Oh, here, what you need is a whole cup full of beans. Cup full of beans, cup full of rice, cup full of cheese. What are we? Oh, that's a 10. Hydrapple 10, huh? How'd that get in there? Here's Incursion for just $16. That could be a giveaway. He's in the giveaway bucket. TheCardconomist. Arturo, I don't think so, bro. You can call the Washamble. The Washamblets. What? Here's Uprising. Good. Suicune. Good. Chameleon. Cha-cha. We've got Froth Moss. Storming the Beach. So we still got those poor Halo cards that did not grade 10 because it's so hard to grade them 10. Here's Elves Join the Fight for $28. Topps Chrome, Elf joins the fight. Mega Salamence. DD Mega Doodoo. General Grievous. What is this? Oh, Cigarette Charmander. We were thinking about selling one of these. Both of these. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Woodruff. Here's Uprising. All right, all right, all right. How about these slabby patties? Who wants to see what's in the Poke Shuffle? You want to see all the hits in the Poke Shuffle? Here's how full the box is currently. Okay, nice full box. And then let's see what actual slabs are in there. Since we're just getting started, Arbok, Magikarp went back in. Darkrai, Sandshrew, Giratina. Here's Xatu, Gimmighoul. So a couple 9s made their way into the box most recently. They're not very expensive, so they don't occupy a lot of spots. Pidgeot's really cool, actually. Magcargo, Grievard, Abra. Arba. Here's Gyarados. Wowee. House the Binder break and Jumbo Pack break. There are 2 people right now in the Jumbo Pack break. We need 2 more people. Double no rarity Vulpixes. Don't know how both of those made it in. Lugia's nice. Pikachu's real nice. That's a hit. That's an $80 one. That's a hit. It should be marked as a hit. I mean, $80 is a lot. All right. Pikachu. The binder break, on the other hand, nobody is in it. So he's just sitting there. Wow. Ooh. Now, why is this Dedenne $30? Why is he so cheap? The other Dedenne was $40. Kyogre, Dolliv, Ice Cube. Couple of Ice Cubes in there. Bulbasaur. I'm not sure if Palafen's actually in there. Some cards just never come out, but I would have to go through all the cards in the box to confirm that they're not in there. That is the Poke Shuffle. You could pull any of those cards for $5. The Poke Shuffles are probably the most popular thing on the menu lately, other than maybe the Mega Break. Mega Rayquaza went off so fast. $6.21 for gas in California. Why is it so high? Here it is. I think gas for me is like $3.80 or something. Is it like a tax on the gas? Is that what they do? Do they tax the gas to make sure you don't drive? Take a quick look at the binder break. This is a break just for ungraded cards. We got Oddish, Charmander, Noctowl, Breezy. Here's Dredagon, McDonald's Pikachu. Look at all these guys. Lots of this. Oh, yeah. This baggie is probably about 100. Oh, no, I'm sorry. With the ones that we priced up, it's already 170. So the whole baggie might be like $200,000 or $200. $200,000. Wow, it's a lot when you go through them one at a time. All right, cool. No, Mr. The re-rolls are the most popular. Yeah, re-rolling's a lot of fun, obviously. How does the Poke Shuffle work? Thanks for asking, Mr. Fox. Well, what you're really buying is a randomly pulled Pokemon card for $5. And if the card flips over and has writing on it, you probably pulled a slab. So that's it. It's just like a $5 shot at a slab. Oh, my eye's itchy. But if you don't get the slab, you just get a cheap little Pokemon card. Like this. Let's grab a chunk of them. Look at all these cards, right? Let's see how soon we'll do. Ooh. 2 live. See? That's 2 live customs, actually, so that's not a great example. But let's see if we can find another one. Ooh, little patch of cold ones. Here we go. Oh, no. It wasn't a patch of cold ones. This is a really valuable Gyarados here. So this is a Gyarados slab, then. If you pull this card out of the box, you get the Gyarados slab. So if you miss, you get a card like this. If you hit, you get that Gyarados slab you saw back there. See? And he's like $70. So that's what it's all about. I wish our trash was all incinerated or something so you didn't have to worry about not throwing away like address stuff or anything personal. I hate sorting it out. Oh, yeah. Somebody's got to dig through your trash. All right, what do we got here? We've got a lovely website order coming in. Website. Here's Joey Smith. Sceptile, Mega Sceptile. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a good one. The truth is, when this card grades 10, he got to be listed up for like $400 to $600. So 9's pretty cheap, as 9s typically are. Where is he? Sceptile, Mega Sceptile. Where is he? Oh, he's on this table. Thanks for explaining. No problem. Here's another one, Mega Gallade. Here's the trade slab if anyone wants to get into a trade. Who likes trading? Thanks for getting my cards out. I saw the label. Sorry if you ordered shipping earlier and I missed it, man. Here it is. Yeah, Phil, if you guys ever want an update on your shipping, check for a tracking number in your email. If there's no tracking number in your email, reach out to me. Here we are. Ha-ha. Here he is. All yours, Mr. Joseph. Okay. Did you ever get my slabs shipped out? Did I ever get your slabs shipped out? If you got an email, yes. Did you order shipping? You're asking if I did your shipping. So the first step is, did you pay for shipping? If the answer is yes, do you remember me printing you a label? If you don't remember me printing you a label live, check your email for a tracking number. If there's no tracking number, let's go look you up. Sound good? Here's Ash Ketchum. Ooh, gotta catch them all, after all. Do you toss stuff with your address and stuff on it in the trash like bills and stuff? All the time. all the time. But I usually, if it's like an offer for like a credit card or something like that, I tend to rip it in half. So I just, I make it clear that it's been ripped in half. But I mean, your mail's just full of stuff that had your name on it. So I don't like paper shred it or anything. Like let's say I'm not paranoid, but usually, to open an account or something like that with the bank, they need your social security number or something like that, like ID, social security. So people can't just take your mail and go open an account. Now, if they have your ID, now you're in trouble. Now they can totally mess with you at that point. Ooh, look at this beautiful Halo Master Chief Uprising. I don't know if that's Master Chief, but that is definitely a Spartan. And I'm going to go ahead. Is this card number 1? No, it just says Uprising 1. I'm going to turn this into a break on the table if you guys like to get into a gym break. Here's an interesting gym break for a really good-looking card. It'll be under your name or TCC. It'll say stamps. Stamps.com. Stamps. You could check spam folder to make sure it didn't go there. But make sure you check the correct email, too. I'll be using the email that you gave me when you provided the shipping address. That's the email. Whatever email was with that, that's what I would have used. All right. There it is, a gym break. Halo Uprising. I have fire pits. I have fire pits, though some people might not. Oh, you burn your mail in the fire pits? Also comes up with his name, says Gabriel. Oh, there you go. But I think he means my real name, right? All right, the queue is empty. We had a very busy morning stream. I don't know if you guys knew that, but the morning stream was pretty nutso. All right, let's talk about some of the booster packs on the menu real fast. Welcome, guys, to the evening stream for Tuesday. We have Perfect Order, Union Arena Nikkei Precious, with the sexy ladies in it. One Piece OP14, One Piece Royal Blood. Oh, yeah. So this is not 46, though. This is 54. The Ninja Totos really jumped in popularity. I think it's 54, isn't it? That set's been selling. Very popular. Here's Riftbound. This is one of my favorite packs on the menu. This little $6 surprise pack. Love it. We're trying to pull Gengar Pikachu out of there. Topps Naruto. All right. I like it. I like it a lot. Here is Luffy. Here is Nihil Zero for 3.5. That one's getting a little old now. Here's a Mega Dragonite. Okay, Mega Dream. Nikkei First Edition Nikkei back on the menu. Fresh case. Ascended Heroes. Not letting up anytime soon. Still pricey. I think Nihil Zero can come down. He's not gonna sell just because you saw him in a pack now. The English version's out. People are chasing gold signatures in TMNT. Yes. Yes, I'm loving that product. It's so good looking. It's shocking how good it looks. All right, Nihil Zero. Where am I hiding you? Back here. It's got this neon green color to it. All right. Grab this. Mr. got a webpage now. Crazy. You can still order the old way too, okay? And on the website, there's an option called custom payment, which allows you to buy anything, just like you used to be able to buy stuff. Notably, also, for the people who go through the trouble of using ZELLE. So ZELLE is an option to buy cards with. People who use ZELLE can go onto this specialty giveaway only for ZELLE users. ZELLE is still the preferred platform for payments. So we put Mr. Grant J. Kwan on. He did a big payment on a slab away today. I was like, you're going on a giveaway, baby. Still love ZELLE. All right, Andy Valdez. He says, for the Halo Gym Break. Oh, it's a good one. The artwork is just so strong. Imagine this at graded 10. I mean, I'd be posting it for $100. But it's a 9, so it's basically for free. It's like so cheap as a 9. It's ridiculous. Because I know it's not truly for free. But, I mean, once you subtract the cost of grading, it's like kind of ridiculous how cheap that is. All right, Andy Valdez is in there waiting for one more person. Remember, it's the Battle Tower now. The gym breaks are part of something called the Battle Tower in this stream, and we're keeping track of the winner. We're keeping track of who's got the best score. All right, so let's jump over here. Nice, good luck when you do Russ. I checked, I didn't see anything. It was just supposed to be a slab, a yellow deck PSA 10 Squirtle. I won in the slab break. All right, so let me begin here. How did you pay for shipping? Would it have been with ZELLE? Can you give me a name to check in ZELLE? Let's see. I know I have to look up the shipment email. Can you give me like a name to check? Definitely going to be opening more Turtle Magic. I got to know which name to search. It's possible we never shipped it out. I got my shipping software here. We're just ready to go. Would it be Anthony Kathia? Okay, let me look up Kathia. I'm probably saying that wrong. So it says I have one Bank of America order. So I got one order from her through Bank of America. And let's check over here. Okay, and then I got 2 orders through, looks like PayPal. Let's see. So order number 1. I'd like to bulk grade my Gengar. And ship my small bag and slab with A49 Anthony. Oh, okay, so wait a second. So that was sent on November 9th. But it looks like what happened was she paid a penny for shipping. So maybe that's why it didn't go out. So it looks like she sent that on... Oh, that's November 9th. Whoa, that's a long time ago. So in this case, I don't know if there was an order for the shipping. That could have been it. Maybe a miscommunication. But it looks like I never received an order to do the shipping based off of this. Okay, let me check over here for any Anthony Rodriguez. That's what I was going to say. I actually can't remember getting an order for it. I don't see you in the shipping history. Yes, so you're not in the shipping history. So at this point, we are suspecting that you never ordered a round of shipping. That's why it never went out. 70 cent, 324. Okay. And you said, and that's under Kathia, right? I just have the one order in Bank of America. Let's go back over here. And 2 orders in PayPal. They're both from 2022. What platform did you send the payment through? Let me ask you that question. Like, did you use PayPal, CASHAPP, ZELLE? How'd you chill out a bit? I'll open some more on Friday. Spent $500 on grading today. Whew. Do TCC slabs ever get yanked? I've had a couple TCC slabs with me for a very, very long time. Yanked? Mister, did you hear Tyler Robinson's rifle didn't match the bullet that hit Charlie? Thoughts? I did not hear that. Let's see. I spent one... So ZELLE. So if I search Kathia on ZELLE, I just get one order. I can show you if you want. But really, I just get one order. Here, do you have a ZELLE? I can screenshot it and share it with... I'm sorry, do you have a Discord? If you have Discord, I can share a screenshot with you, but I just get one order from her. Maybe there's another way to search for this. So Kathia Garcia. All right. Here's a Jean Garcia. I tell you what, let me log into the Bank of America app and search for her over there. Maybe that'll do it. Because it's possible, maybe there was a time period where ZELLE wasn't working. Did you guys order shipping during that time period? It was like 2 or 3 days. It lasted like 2 or 3 days. It was very recent, though. So maybe you guys ordered shipping, and that was when the email was down. It wasn't me. It was all ZELLE users. So let me try to do a search for it real fast. Let's see. Kathia. Will this work? No. That's like a help thing. All right. Let me log manually into Bank of America. You know, one of the things that was interesting is when the ZELLE email started working again, I never got the emails that I was supposed to receive during the time period where it was down. So I bet that's what it is. I have transactions ID. All right, so let me log in here. Yeah, there was this little time period where the emails went down. It wasn't sending out the emails at all. Okay, we're going to search Kathia. Okay, here it is on 3/24. There it is. I think that was around the time period when the emails went down. So you did in fact send an order. It says, Zelle payment from Kathia for Aunt's Tacos. What I owe plus ship my slab. Perfect. Okay. So there's only one last step. I need to make sure I have the correct address for you, Mr. Anthony. Let me get you my email. Yeah, I never received the email because the actual company had like a poopy mistake. All right. So I do have oh, there's two Anthony Rodriguez's and they're different from each other. So this is important. I need you to send me a email confirming where to ship it, okay? Use this email address. I'm looking at my address book. There's two different Anthony Rodriguez's in my address book. So it's a very good idea to find out which one of those you are so we can get it shipped just right. And then we're paying for what I owe plus shipping. Nice. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry to waste your time. No, you didn't waste my time at all. Zelle, or should I say Bank of America, didn't give me the email. So you're owed your thing. You got to get your thing, you know? So we're fixing their mistake. It's not either of our mistake in this case. Yeah, it's their mistake. Let's see. Now, I'm glad we sorted it live. It's probably not as exciting for the audience to sort an issue like this live, but it is the best way to do it for me and you to be able to just talk right back and forth to each other because we can fix it real fast that way. Was this an expired bag? Did you say you had a bag to ship? Is it under Kathy, perhaps? Carlton Wicks, Candy Vargas, Cash Flow, Carter, Carlos, Casey, Carlos. Whoa, that's really expired. Oh, this is Tenzenberg. Wow. I can't believe I still remember his nickname, Tenzenberg. Let's see, Chris Abruzzo. Wasn't Chris Abruzzo just here? Chris Abruzzo has an 824 bag. Does he know that? Look at this expired Chris Abruzzo bag. He was just here. He was cruising for an Abruzzo. Let's grab this and we'll update it to say Chris Abruzzo 3.26 because he was here. He needs to know he has this. No bag, just the slab. Okay, cool. So we'll get you that shipping then once the email comes in for your address so we can make sure we get it to just the right place. Okay. Let's see if you sent it real fast. All right, yeah, just give me that email with your shipping address and I'll get the shipping label made right now. All right. Pulled every other card. Let me send an email. Perfect. I bought the Greninja in English. And I pulled the Japanese one on here, and Mr. sent it to PSA. Nice. All right, there's Pokemon Machine on sale for $250. Here's Uprising. Here's Uprising number 1. And we have somebody in there ready for a Poke battle, a gym break. Jump in there if you want to work on your scorecard. Here's Radondees. It's a cheap little card, you know, but if it was a 10, it'd be like $100. We'd have to do like 100. How can this only be 20? There's no way that's accurate. I'm a price test that Celebi, man. That seems too cheap, doesn't it? PSA 9. What's that called? It's called Vivid Celebi. Celery. All right. No, he really is $20. So this is a $20 celery. Wow, I feel like he should go in the Poke Shuffle. That's, what a deal. $20. That's just really cheap. All right, Tuesday nighttime stream is slow so far. Again, the morning time stream was quite busy. We're hitting refresh over here. We have Mr. Joseph Smith is coming up for the next order. But this is probably the shipping address. Is this it? $20 celery? Oh, no, apparently it's not. All right, so tell you what, let's go ahead and get started on Mr. Joseph Smith. His order is... Oh, we already did this one, the Septile. So then the next order, Andre Olivier. He says, a Ninja Spinner. Ninja Spinner, yes, sir. I was watching a really crazy video when we were eating our lunch. And it was 1 hour of people ruining the Pokemon card hobby. Have you guys seen that one? So the next part of the order is Japanese One Piece OP10. 2 packs of that. All right, let's go find that. The title of the video was like 1 hour of scalpers or something like that ruining the Pokemon hobby. It was crazy to watch. It was just viral video after viral video of bad things happening associated with Pokemon cards, like people getting into fist fights while they're in live. I watched a guy throw a fit, that's cold, in Best Buy because he tried to cut the line and everyone ratted him out. And so he started taking items at the checkout lane in Best Buy after he gets ejected by the store manager or something like that. He gets ejected by him. So he starts grabbing everything he can around him and just starts throwing it at the wall in like a furious rage because no one let him cut the line? It's crazy, dude. Mr. Andre, you got 2 hollows? Nothing crazy in the Mega Ninja Spinner. That's all right. It's not going to be too bad. Just 3 packs. Put the Rocket Grunt into the Rocket Break with store credit. Rocket Grunt, TRG, into the Rocket Break, store credit. Sent, mister. Sweet. What grade is the celery? The celery is a 9. All right, here we are. But it was such an intense video because you saw so much bad behavior in such a short period. It really is crazy how bad people are. All right, so we know what your address is now. Let me jump over here. I might remove the other guy from my address book. I think that's what I should do. So let me go to contacts. Let's remove the other guy. So that next time you order, I don't confuse you with him. There are no addresses like that. What are you talking about? There are no addresses with that. Of course there is. Let's try this. All right, so the other guy's name is Swanks. Let's type in Swanks. I gave him a nickname, Swanks. There he is, Anthony Swanks. We're going to go ahead and delete this. So Swanks is out. And now we're going to try and find your exact name in our system. Do-do-do-do. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Come on. How many Anthonys do we have, dude? Uh-huh. 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 Holy, dude. Give me a second. There it is. So we're going to click on your name, and we're going to click Edit. And we're going to have a little nickname for you, I think. It's going to be Ant49, maybe? All right, Ant49. There we go. That's been updated. And there we go. So I've created a nickname for you so that next time I know exactly who you are. And now let's change the dimensions of this package because we originally, in the daytime stream, since the Lego Pikachu went off, we had to create a special large label for that. Oh, yeah. Did we actually post that in Breaks history? Let me double check that. Did you guys know the Lego's Pikachu went off? That was crazy. Lego Pikachu. Lego My Ego Pikachu. So under Breaks history, yes, Lego Pikachu was posted. That's good. And then here's this. So we're going to print your label up. Oh, that's why I couldn't find your name. I wasn't spelling it right. Your name is spelled with a Z at the end. All right, just a slab, right? All right, good to go, man. Yeah, I didn't win. No, Team Rocket Grunt. That's all right. You'll get the top pull out of our Team Rocket Vintage Booster Pack. Send in an order if you guys want to see something fun, okay? You have $7.50 remaining. All right. Just started? Yes, we just started 40 minutes ago. Who won the Pikachu? It says in the Discord server, it was like Hunter Tipton, I think. We started a Team Rocket Boosty Break. There it is. Enjoy these vintage packs while you can. It's only getting crazier from here for the vintage packs. You know it's true. Like, when it comes to slabs, maybe slabs can fall in price a little bit. But think about the booster packs every single day, their numbers literally just go down. That's it. They just go down. Nothing else. So enjoy them while they're less than $100 a spot. If you don't think that that break will be $100 a spot in the future, is because you have not seen what it's already done over time. That pack would have cost like 75 bucks in the past. Now it's like it's an insane price now. Here's William Wafter. He says, Vivid Celebi sold. Here you go, Mr. William. My wife opened a Team Rocket pack, and we got the Dark Charizard. What? I'm jelly. It should have been me. Here's Dawn, like the soap. Here's Gundam versus Zaku. How cool is this? This is none other than 1990 Bandai Cardos vintage Gundam. Oh, and it's only 40 bucks for 9. That's pretty cool because that's a hit in that set, even though you didn't get to see how it opens and all that. So here's another $20 break. We got two $20 breaks here. Mr. Andy Valdez is waiting for somebody to join him in that one. Andy Valdez. Here's a Mega Salamence. Here's Mega Gallade. Cool. All right, so Anthony Rodriguez has his label printed. Adam Mundorf says, Ni hao, Mr. 5 Chinese 151 surprise. All right. That's why my name was the real Anthony 49, because the fake ant. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mr. Perfect Order booster box break, maybe? No, I actually need more booster boxes of that. I'm kind of out of them. Maybe I should do a restock on that product. All right, what we got? Scooby Buns, Scooby Dooby Dooby Buns. Booba Dooby 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 Doo. Jumbo pack break, only 2 spots left. He's correct, only 2 spots left on that. Here's Blasty Boy. Here's Dodrio. Here's Rapidash. Here's Stwarmy. And here's Clefable. It's Clefable. Bee. Adam Mundorf, nothing crazy coming out of there. A couple hollows and 1 Blasty Boy. Let's find your bag. So he thinks he already has a bag. Adam. $6 Pikachu 151 surprise packs. Hey, Mr. and gang. Hey, what's up? Pack split. How many spots left? In the Rocket pack split, I think 7. I think it's 7. Javier. He wants 3 Pokey Shuffles. Javier. Good luck. Boop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do, 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 do. 3 cold ones. I'm sorry, man. That's going to be 3 cold ones. We are hitting refresh on the website queue. We have a short wait time if you guys like getting your order fast. Luis Nunez has a big order, though. He wants 2 of the manga boosters. This is a pretty big order. He wants 1 of the regular manga boosters. So these manga boosters are still selling weirdly fast. Okay. Ba-doop. And Top Series 1. Let's see. How's this pack feeling? Pack doesn't feel too bad. All right, so there's the Topps pack. 12 Korean Blue Skies. Oh, Korean Blue Sky, you suggest. All right, and then let's go get a fresh box of the Blue Sky Stream then, because we're going to need it. All right, so here we are. Got some Blue Sky Stam. Boom. Look at that guy. It's actually really crazy how affordable this is. You know, you realize Evolving Skies is like a $50 pack now. I don't even want to know what Eevee Heroes is. Oh, I guess this wouldn't come out of EV Heroes. But I don't know what the Japanese version of Blue Sky Stream's going for. Probably some bonkers price. Meanwhile, the Korean pack's like, what, $3? 11, 12. There it goes. So you got 12 of those. So that's a manly order. Whoa! It's me, 6. You are? Welcome to the Salty Splatoon. How tough are you? How tough am I? All right, let's snip these open. For breakfast, I had a whole bowl of bolts or something like that. Yeah, so what? Without any milk. Is it a bowl of nails? I don't remember what he eats. Oh, right this way, sir. Snipping this. Deep voice. Hello, guys, fellow men. All right, very good. How tough am I? I stubbed my toe this morning and I only cried for 12 minutes. I stubbed my toe on my spice garden. All right, here goes. Fellow dudes, how's the ball? Am I right? Oh, Volcarona. He's cool. We need the TheCardconomist. Oh, hey everyone, it's me, the TheCardconomist. I only eat my steak off of a cutting board. Huh, women. Women shouldn't even vote, bro. All women want is no responsibilities. Not like us men. Yeah, ooh. Here's a cold one. Huh, women, you know what I'm saying? You can't even trust them. They just want to go to college and get ruined. Yeah, you say it, mister. What? Not great. Sat on them earlier. Damn lawn chairs. What, you sat on what earlier? And there's that guy. You planning on getting the new Naruto? Tell me a little bit about it, Mr. Vaults. Yeah, I'm interested in Naruto. Naruto's good. Okay, tossing this away. Women, huh? They think they're funny. That's right. Women. So, as you can see, you got 2 Volcaronas and a tree. You could go deeper into that box and see if you can pull a hit out. All right. Women. You can't even trust them. All right. Let's snip this. Women want 3 things. Socialism, abortion, and the right to be whores. Snip this. Now I'm really sounding like a male podcaster. There you go. Woo. It's rough out there, man. Let's see what we got. Got any Slowpoke slabs? Oh, man, I used to have a Slowpoke comic slab, but I just sold both of them. Bofa. All right, so we've got Married at Last. Here it is. Slapping this into here. Women initiate 80% of the divorces. That's why you can't trust them. Here's the monkey guy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here's... Am I doing a good job? Oh, Trunks Future. Darn. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to have some more Slowpokes in the future, though. But, you know, I really feel like Slowpokes don't last very long. Naruto Mythos TCG. Just saw it, a new official Naruto TCG. Don't know much about. Who printed it? Who printed the set? All right. Like, we got some Topps Naruto. We like it because it was printed by Topps. Oh. Oh! Woo! All right. Look at this. Energy marker, and it's golden. Let me guess. The color gold can only imply one thing. This is going to be money. All right. He certainly went deep enough for it. This guy opened a lot of this SB2, and it was not at a cheap price. A gold one? Wow, One Punch Man. Such a cool set. Look at that. That's Luis Nunez. All right. Ooh. So I'll go ahead and sleeve this. Okay. Can I keep these, please? Thanks, man. People are always donating their bonus cards. All right. So much luckier over here in the Dragon Balls. Wow, look at that, man. We can send this off to grade for you if you wish. If you prefer to do it at home, that's fine too. But if you don't know how to grade cards, we do grade cards. All right. Oh, so now your pack of expensive top Pokemon. What do we got here? Oh, perfectly not sticky. Oh, actually, that one's not that sticky at all. So the it looks like the holo came out pretty non-sticky. So that's good. But it's Graveler. You pulled a bad one. You can't be pulling Graveler, bro. You gotta be pulling Charizard. It shows you how tricky it is to do well with tops, you know. Even when the packs aren't, or even when you pull a holo and it's not terribly sticky, you still got all the other problems to deal with. Centering, print lines, edge wear, corner wear. Well, let's just go inside. That's what she said. But then on top of all that, you actually have to pull one that's really good. But Graveler, you know, if you graded 10, he'd probably sell for like, oh man, probably like $250 in a 10. He's Graveler. He's got to be one of the toughest Pokemon to sell there is. Can you guys think of a tougher to sell Pokemon than Graveler? It says market price is at 110, but the only one listed is for 120. I never listened to that market price stuff. That's not the market price to me. The market price is whatever someone buys it for and whatever somebody wants to sell it for, right? All right, so these are a little bit sticky, but your holo was not. I don't understand how that works. Let's go ahead and flip these around. Let's leave them up. Speedy recovery. Who's on painkillers? You got painkillers? All right, I got good drugs. Oh, no, she says she's got good drugs. 6. We are. 6, you stay away from the Fenty. We can't be having you do the Fenty fold. No Fenty fold for 6. I heard about that, man. I heard about how people get like addicted to painkillers. Then they go on to heroin. And then they go from heroin to like fentanyl. Because everything that is sold on the streets has fentanyl in it now. And then the fentanyl's so much better than the heroin that you cannot even go back to heroin. It doesn't hit the spot anymore. Isn't that wild? Crazy, bro. I'm never gonna try hard drugs because it's like, what if I like it? I would never want to know. And that's the only solution, by the way. That's the only trick to that stuff. You never try it so that you never know. So it's never something that you have to resist. Drugs are crazy, man. They're literally designed. They are designed. They're a chemical. And they're designed to undercut your willpower, just to bypass it. It's like an evil thing almost when you think about it. It's like pure evil. Can you name something else in this life other than hot women that is so powerful that it bypasses your ability to control yourself or reason? This is a terrible thing. And then it's just this chemical slob that some dude is selling to get rich while you get ill. You know what I mean? Ill and poor and in trouble legally. So, no, it's just terrible stuff. I hate drugs. Here we are. All right. Very good. I was actually watching a video on Japan like 2 days ago, and it was a guy doing a review of how nice it is to live full-time in Japan. But he was talking about how he was surprised how extreme their laws were and how a lot of Americans are not aware that they don't allow weed at all in Japan. They don't allow anything in Japan other than maybe like alcohol. And the rules, if you get caught dealing drugs, you just like go away for life. They're just like, you're gone forever. So they have much harsher punishments and stricter guidelines for drugs than America. And so if you're ever over there and you're like, why is it so nice over there? Because they punish the crap out of you. They got horrible punishments and very strict laws. That's the trick. They don't tolerate it. They say, no, this is not going to be tolerated. Same with China. They do the same thing. They go, yeah, you can do that if you want to go to jail forever. If you want us to, I don't know, harvest your organs a little bit. So you ever wonder, why is Asia so nice? Because they will throw your ass in jail for being a goofball. They'll be like, no, you're not. You're not going to deal drugs. You get to go to jail forever. They took the opposite approach to America. They punish much harsher than we do. Let's see. Okay, so this should be kind of heavy. Fun conversation, right? All right. But you know, people are always glazing Asia. They're always like, Asia's so good, Asia's so good. Oh my God, if only we could be like Asia. Yeah, Asia's much harsher. They're much harsher. Let's see. What's the penalty for dealing weed in Japan? Let's see. 7 years in prison or 10 years for profit-motivated tracking. So if you're just dealing to a friend, you get 7 years in prison. Did you catch that? For dealing weed. If you're profit-motivated trafficking, it's 10 years. Crazy. Let's say a second offense. 10 years, a decade of your life if you're selling it for a profit. Let's see. A fine of 2 million yen in addition to imprisonment. So that's 7 to 10 years and 2 to 3 million yen. What? So they don't just put you in jail. They say, guess what? You don't get to make any money either. Yen to USD. That's $12,600. So you will go to jail for 7 years and be fined almost $13,000 if you get caught dealing weed in Japan. Now you know why Japan's so nice. Because they are balls to the wall hard about destroying you if you do a little bit of crime. You know, I've heard of other places that do it that way too, like Qatar and UAE and Saudi Arabia. They don't play. They're just like, nah, dude, no crime is allowed. Pure logic. No crime allowed. No emotions, no sympathy, no empathy. They say logic. No breaking the law. And then it's like, oh, this place is so nice. Why is it so nice? Not like where I live. Dylan Chan, one spot in the jumbo pack break. Ooh, here you go, Dylan Chan. What do you guys think of that? I find that very fascinating. Because everyone glazes Japan all the time. They're just glazing it. It is. Japan's so nice. Yeah, because you'll go to jail for 7 years for dealing weed and owe the government $13,000 if you just deal weed. Look at that. Just weed. Meanwhile, in America, almost 100,000 people a year were dying of doing fentanyl. And so people are just dealing fentanyl on the streets. And we're like, look the other way. We don't want to do a war on drugs after all. Oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Oh, the war doesn't work. I guess. It works in Asia. What do you guys think of that? That's crazy, isn't it? They go to jail for 7 years for weed. Meanwhile, everyone in America is just dealing fentanyl to each other in the streets of like Philadelphia or wherever it's being had. Maybe like a big homeless encampment. Here's Daniel Petit. Another spot in the Rocket Pack split. Funnelist subject. We talk about funnelist subjects from time to time. It's just, I was watching that video because I was learning about how nice Japan was. Because freaking PewDiePie and Marge are living over there. Jesus, dude. Oh, look at me and my little child and our perfect life. Shut up! But, you know, and that led to getting a couple more Japan videos. And you're just kind of watching it. One dude comes in. He's like, well, yeah, because it's nice out here because you'll go to jail forever if you do any law breaking. Simple. Uncomplicated. Weed laws in China and Japan are no good. Why is it no good? Why, you know, that's a great question. Maybe weed's not so harmful. Like, it's weird that weed's not as harmful as alcohol, but alcohol is legal everywhere. Somehow alcohol always gets a pass. Isn't that interesting? But I think it's the mindset. It's the mindset. Everything's clean. It must be clean. Everything must be clean. Clean now. Yeah, my mom was crazy about cleanliness, so I'm very familiar with that. She was insane about it. But it's a sort of strictness, isn't it? Here it is, Miss 6-3 of the 151 surprise. Everything's clean in Japan. There we go. All right, so interesting. All right, weed, I think, should be legal. Alcohol is way worse and can be dangerous and deadly. You know, I kind of agree. I tried weed finally. I tried, oh, we got 19 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Let's get to 40. We'll do the giveaway. 40 likes, we do the giveaway. What's the new Mega Break? You didn't catch it? It's in the thumbnail. You gotta check the thumbnail, boy. Let me show you the break. Here it is. Mega Shining Tyranitar. Whoa, serious business. All right, now, Miss 6-3 151 is 6. It's It's bam. All right, here's Beedrill, and here's one Kawaii Kabutops. Very good. I'm going to take a fat rosin dab for y'all. Hey, mister, do you have a Tag 10 Classic Charizard? I used to. And you know what? Honestly, I could have one again. Because I have a massive Classic Collection investment. I'm sitting on a pretty big round of those. I was making a deal with the guy back in the day. One of my main suppliers. Back when the set came out. And I said, hey, I really want those. And they cost a certain price. And he and I discovered he could ship it to me really cheap if we just got rid of the table. So he would keep the tables and then ship a big packet of those together, like 10 at a time. I think my total investment on them was like $20,000 or something like that. I know at one point I was buying them at like $1,500 per round, I think. I was. Let me look up what they go for. I don't actually remember. Was it $1,500 or was it $150? I actually cannot remember. Let's see what Sealed Classic Collection Japanese is going for now. Sealed Classic Collection Japanese is selling for, okay, so it's selling for like $800. So, okay, this leads me to believe the deal he and I was making was for $150 per round. It was $150 per set, no table. That was the deal. And I bought like 20 of those. So I got them all stacked up. We've already sold some of them, though. Take them, mister. Oh, what? For me? 6. You're too nice, 6. Oops. Look at me knocking the camera out. Stop. 6 is like, you can have them. I'll take one of these. And 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 one of these. You like Drowsy, don't you? You're a big Drowsy fan, right? All right, I got a couple of those hollows. Is that all right? The Charmander from Classic is still in the live costumes, I believe. Is it? I actually don't remember. Man down, man down. Yeah, Japan doesn't play. They're like, no, that would be really stupid if we did things that way. All right. Of course, they're not having any babies out there either. I wonder why no one's just literally no one's having babies. Whew. Well, let's put you on the free slab, Miss 6. You got to go on the free slab. That's one of the new things, guys. You can donate cards to get onto the free slab right away. That is new. Here you go. Hunter's Insight. Just a little traderoo. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. So Luis Nunez is completed in the website queue. Let's see if anyone ordered after him. Yes, they did. We have Mr. Marius Larson. Marius Larson. All right, Marius. What's in my bag for a trade spot? Who's asking that? Edward? Oh, Mr. Edward. I can't allow that, Edward. Larson. All right, let's get you the racket pack. You got a lot of cards, obviously. You're the winner of that break, right? I got to be careful, though, because, you know, I think you got those cards so cheap. Here it is. It'd be crazy of me to buy them back at too high of a price. 6. It also shows me that the binder break was kind of a goofy product because it was, like, significantly underpriced. Don't you think? Maybe the binder break should be variable priced. What do you think? Variable priced. What do you think of all the PSA drama that seems to have been coming up lately? I don't know. What PSA drama? Arc Raider's difficulty went up. What? Mr. Andre is next. He says, 1 OP10 and 1 Gem Volume 2. Okay, I see. Gem Volume 2 and OP10. OP24. There's so many to list. What's to list? Oh, the PSA drama? I don't know. You know what I think of it? I think I'm going to put in a big, fat PSA submission and pray to God for high grades. That's what I think. What do you guys think? You think that's what people are going to do? That's what I'll be doing. Dear PSA, we hate PSA, but also, can I get some grading? I think I'm going to put in a big, fat PSA submission. I'll say, here you go, PSA. Here's all my money. PSA drama. Here's, oh, Lesbian. You got Lesbian. And this guy with blue hair. Whoa, Roro. All right, thank you, Mr. Andre. Again, nothing too crazy popping out. Just a little smaller order, though. Ba-doop. Tell me what you think about the drama. Tell me what drama offended you the most, and I'll tell you what I think about it, okay? I'll tell you my truthful thinkings on it. Oh, Dedeni. Dedeni. Any other 10s? Here's a 10. Dawn. Listen to this. Listen to this little cheerful music. A little too cheerful, if you ask me. Probably communist. Is. Mister, check my previous message. You do not have a previous message. Let me go into all chat. Hold on. All right, your previous message is still not there. Oh, here it is. After some research, is printed by Sisaboom, an Italian toy company, but their cards that has legitimate 22 karat gold, apparently. Oh, that's cool, man. So kind of an unknown printing company. That's interesting. Nothing wrong with that. I was just curious. Oh, yeah. Look at all these. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's take a picture of these and pull them down. Nami landed, Mr. Thanks. Nami, I'm so sorry that took so long, Mr. NHCC. I'm glad it got to you. All right. Putting all these away and taking a picture. We're going to go to the All Slabs April channel, which is the correct channel, and take a little picture. I didn't post any pictures incorrectly in this channel, did I? No. All right. Okay, so lenticular deoxys reholding fiasco. I mean, it does suck, and I think that they should have offered him the full price. So they definitely screwed themselves on that. But, you know, the first part about them accidentally crushing it, it's just going to happen. It's going to happen. If you take your one of one, if I take my no hollow Aero Dragonite and send it in for re-encapsulation, they might damage it. Think about what you're doing. I mean, just pulling it out of the slab it's ridiculously dangerous. So when you re-encapsulate stuff to make it look better, you get this small aesthetic improvement at the risk of destroying the slab. So that's all on you. If you decide you want to take, because when you sign up for that, they have you sign a waiver that says, I understand that this may totally destroy my card. They have you sign a waiver that says that. And it's true. It's just a dangerous thing. And so what's really impressive is how rarely we actually hear about them destroying cards during re-encapsulation. Like, their actual mistake rate must be so freaking small, but it's going to happen. You know, it's just going to happen one day. And unfortunately, it happened to a rare card. You know, eventually it's going to happen to a rare card. You know, eventually it's going to happen again, right? That will happen a second time. Guaranteed it's going to happen a second time. It might be your card. Oscar Resendez, box of 151 surprise, 2 gem 3s. It's just going to happen. It's the nature of re-encapsulating. And now, the mistake they truly made, when it happened, they should have been like, oh, that sucks. And they should have offered him the full value of the card. Because they pay insurance, don't they? So if they're insured, which they claim to do insurance, they charge you for insurance. They should do the insurance claim, get paid out on the card, and then pay this gentleman out on his card and say, we are sorry. That was so awful, but it's an unfortunate part of business. There is always some risk when we handle cards. But here's $45,000, which we believe is the correct price. Thank you. And that's what they should have done. But instead, they lowballed them, which looks so bad. It's a PR nightmare and makes your opponents look really good. But if you think PSA is crushing people's cards, and CGC never does, and SGC never does, and Beckett never does, and Tag never will. Actually, Tag messed up my Per Ugly. I've got a Per Ugly right now that's messed up. And so if you think that they mess up and none of the other grading companies do, you're just mistaken. All right, here's this. That's according to the guy via message on one of those platforms. You can find it. I thought they only paid half in-store credit. William, yeah, we do sign a waiver stating accidents happen. Here we are. All right, there we got it. Buying and gutting of SGC and then buying of BGS is why we're getting investigated by Congress, I think now. Here we go. So I think that Congress is trying to claim they have a monopoly. That's not true. You can just go grade with a different company. CGC is their biggest competitor. They don't own it. CGC is PSA's single largest competitor, and they do not own CGC. BGS in comparison to CGC is way down here. CGC grades a lot, by the way. If you guys didn't know that, CGC grades way more than BGS and like 1 trillion times more than SGC. SGC was tiny. Almost no cards get sent to SGC. Nobody's grading with SGC. It's like an almost dead company compared to BGS and compared to even Tag. Like Tag overtook SGC without any trouble. So SGC is a small fish in a big pond. All right. SGC's, they've been around a long time. They got a good reputation, but they're piddly. And then you got BGS. BGS also was doing very few sales. So PSA basically bought 2 small companies. And what, they're getting investigated for that? It's because the actual PSA company is the lone wolf right now in card grading. It is so much better in value than all these other companies that when it uses its money to buy 2 smaller, way smaller companies, they get in trouble, which I think is just really utterly ridiculous. Because what is it? Are there too many grading companies or are there too few grading companies, right? Remember all the pop-up grading companies? Everyone's like, there's too many grading companies, there's too many grading companies, there's too many grading companies. Remember that? What is it? Is there too many or is it too few? Because now you're claiming it's too few. You're claiming it's too few and, oh, PSA is buying them all. PSA bought a tiny company called SGC and a tiny company called BGS. And that's accurate. If you look at the volume, whoa, there we go. All right, a nice hit coming out of the 151 surprise for Mr. Oscar Resendez. Nice. Lovely. If you look at their numbers, BGS and SGC combined do not even come slightly close to PSA. And tag grading has easily surpassed SGC. And both the SGC and BGS are easily beaten by CGC by a lot. CGC is their biggest competitor and they don't own it. So the whole monopoly crap is so dumb. What a waste of time. You know, PSA doesn't sue people for using like slabs that look almost identical to theirs. They don't sue. They don't sue people. All PSA is doing is really good business and it's making people jealous. That's what's really happening. I'm not even a PSA glazer. I just know how it is. It's logic. PSA is winning and it's making people jealous. We are. Tag grading, very decent. There's so many pop-up companies too. There's so many grading companies. You can, if you're really scared of PSA having a monopoly, go try one of those other little companies. There's like 1 million of them. You don't have to grade with PSA. Grade with whoever you want. All right, there it is. Best card in this. I thought thoughts on Google saying quantum computing will end crypto. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I said that many times. Who remembers that? Some of you guys have been around. Who remembers TCC's rant/lecture on the risk of quantum computing destroying digital assets? I talked about that many times because I have a computer science degree and we talked about it back then, right? All of computing is based on zeros and ones, true and false, on and off, electrical signaling. Quantum computing will have 2 states, both on and off at the same time. It's like, think of it like this. If binary is sort of like a regular linear line on a graph, quantum computing will be exponential. There'll be a curve, it'll be zip, like that. So all of a sudden, the very thing that makes the internet safe, this thing called not encapsulation, it's called encryption. The thing that has always allowed the internet to be safe will be totally crushed by the computer's ability to do math at a much higher speed, like an almost inconceivable speed. Oscar Resendez, you ready, Oscar? Computers will become so inconceivably fast that you will no longer have a password to anything. It won't work. Passwords will fail. And then this thing that oh, Bitcoin is so good, it's so good. Oh, you don't know about the technology, bro. You know how many times I was told I didn't know? Oh, you're not smart enough for Bitcoin. That's why you don't like it. No, it's the other way around. I know technology gets defeated quickly. It's because I know about technology that I know all it takes is one big change in encryption technology, and you will be able to hack it because the computers won't be able to protect it in time for one big hack to come in. Here's what will happen. Crypto will have all these old machines running the old authentication or whatever they do, right? It's these big math equations, essentially. If you guys don't know that, it's these big math equations. That's how you prove something is going where it's supposed to go. Like it's like a key and a keyhole. Click. All right, well, the key and the keyhole are two parts of a math equation, and the computer works them out. And the math equation is so large, it takes a huge amount of processing. That's how large they are. Huge amounts of processing to get the math equation done. When the math equation is done and it's found to be true, that's how you go, okay, this is authentic, this is the right request, blah, blah, blah. That's how encapsulation or the encryption is going back and forth. Okay, that's how your password is recognized. Your password's this really big number. It's actually hidden in the computer. You see it as a string of text, but it's not a string of text. Okay, it's a string of ones and zeros. And it's so large that a hacker could not figure it out in time before some sort of detection went, woo, 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 somebody's trying to figure the equation out and they're not allowed to. That's how encryption works, is these big math equations. Well, quantum computing is going to come in and no one's going to be prepared for it. That's the key here, okay? No one's going to be prepared for it. Some bad actor will get a hold of a quantum computer before all of the big institutions have one, and they will use it to hack something really fundamental, like the stock market, or they will use it to hack Bitcoin directly. I'm not talking about the Bitcoin apps. I'm talking about Bitcoin directly. They're going to hack something real big using a quantum computer before anyone else has a quantum computer. Now, once everybody else has one, then we can start working on those encryption algorithms again, and it'll probably be done using some new impossible math that's going to take some genius to make. So, you better have a genius in your society, or else you're going to be a third world society. If you ever want to know why some countries don't have roads and other countries invent quantum computing, it's a difference in intelligence, just in case you didn't know that, okay? So now you know. So anyways, they're going to figure that out. But before they do, something's going to get hacked, and it's going to be pretty monumentally bad. And it could go on for a while, right? There could be a race to see who can get the quantum computers hacking everything first. It could get really dark. So that is another reason. That's one of the main reasons that I say if you think gold is obsolete, you're wrong. It's the fact that gold isn't technology that makes it so good. The reason gold is so useful is because it's unhackable. So whenever you hear the endless crypto cheerleaders saying, oh, it's the future, it's the future, it's the future, it's the future, maybe it is. I mean, yeah, I can transact right now digitally with PayPal, and I don't actually need crypto for anything because there already is digital currency. It's called, transferring dollars digitally over the internet. So you don't need peer-to-peer transfer of digital assets. You can just trust the institutions. But when it comes to the future, you could see some monumental hacking, and these aren't hackable. How crazy is that? The biggest weakness of technology is that it's technology. It's hackable. It's like NFTs. The problem with NFTs is that they're NFTs. Nothing wrong with pretty pictures. People love pretty pictures. But maybe a digital picture is not as good as people thought. So anyways, it's funny that Google should say that. But, when we used to have our big lectures and debates over the validity of crypto as an investment, I used to say I was very sort of maybe skeptical. I'm on the skeptical side of it. I don't think that it's a bad idea, but I'm waiting to see like a use case that really makes sense to me. Ooh, look at that. That's a pretty picture, isn't it? So gold, it's physical and it cannot be hacked. You know, a solar flare is not going to destroy my gold. It might destroy all technology or something, right? Like a giant EMP, but it's not going to destroy my gold. Gold's still going to be around. And so it's a really fascinating subject, isn't it? Don't you find that interesting? I like gold because it lacks technology. That's the good part. In that case, is it worth holding? Perhaps it is. I don't know. There's a lot of people buying and selling cryptos all day. I currently own just a tiny amount of crypto, and it's usually whatever people sent me for this business. I sold all of my crypto at the beginning of 2025 when I felt Pokemon cards going up. I felt the bullish wind, right? And I said, oh my God, I'm selling all my crypto right now. And I can show you that in the app. I sold all my Bitcoin. And it's funny because I think I sold at like 80 or 90. I can't remember. And now it's at like 60 or 70. So I did not make a bad move with that. Actually, what's crazy is if you study all my moves in the stock market, I've just made really good ones over and over. Let's see. I don't talk enough about that, but it's true. Let's see. So I sold, all right, right here. So it looks like I sold right here on March 7th, 2025, $19,000 of Bitcoin at $90,000. So I picked up $20,000. And what did I do with that money? Well, I put it all into Pokemon cards right away. That was one of the ways I got money, was I just sold my crypto. And it was like the perfect move because crypto has gone from 90 to 70 and Pokemon cards have quadrupled. It was the perfect move. It was exactly what you should have done. And anyone who held crypto did not do as good as me. But, you know, that's a little bit of luck. You can't make moves like that in life all the time. But so I could say I got lucky. But, you know, the luck happens because I'm always selling Pokemon cards every day. And I just felt it. I felt it in the air. It was like, this is it. I felt it. I was like, wait a second. The Pokemon market has been in a bear market for almost a year and a half, 2 years. And it is now showing signs of bullishness. And I said, oh my gosh, everything's underpriced. Everything's underpriced right now. And so that's why I sold. And I said, okay, let's just start buying as much of this as I can. And so I got out of Bitcoin before it crashed. Now, what's crazy about the Bitcoin is after I sold at 90, it went all the way up to like 125. So I was like, ah, geez, I didn't have to sell it. I actually felt kind of dumb. I was like, wow, it went all the way to 125. But I wasn't too worried about it because while that was happening, Pokemon was doubling anyways. So I was like, all right, well, Pokemon's doing well too. Who cares? Now I feel good about it because Bitcoin's all the way back down to 70 and Pokemon is still going up. How crazy. What a story. I've been thinking a massive solar flare was going to be the game changer for years now. It could. It's just, you know, it's just a possibility. But we really rely on the power grid. We really rely on the internet. We just rely on all these things to always be there. You know, like all my money is digital. I don't have cash. I have a credit card. I have a credit card that says I have cash somewhere. That's all digital. And then crypto's digital. And imagine one thing cuts into our internet, like a foreign enemy, solar flare, quantum computing, AI maybe. Maybe AI goes haywire one day, sentient AI or something, you know, some crazy thing like that. Well, at least I got gold, you know. So I got a little bit of gold. I got a lot of Pokemon cards. I have real estate. Not a lot of crypto. Crypto's the one that's a gamble. Crypto could do very well. It could do exceptionally well. As of right now, it is not doing really well, but it could change. Maybe this is the cheapest point to buy right now. Joseph Smith is next. He's placed an order. He says, 2 Pokey Shuffles. You got it, man. It seems I've done very well at making the right moves with my money over and over again. I just place it in the right place, and it's been very fun. It's like a game. It's like a game. It's like a guessing game. It's like a prediction game. Boop. Oh, yeah, 2 cold ones. I'm sorry, man. All right, where do you think I got all the slabs for all these breaks, you know? I put all my money in a Pokemon card, so I have slabs for the Poke Shuffle. I have slabs for the breaks. By the way, guys, we need another person to join this gym break. If you want to work on your gym score, here's a $20 shot at that. I hate gold. I prefer meteorite. People do collect meteorite. That's a real thing. You can also collect, like, dinosaur bones. So that's another thing that cannot be hacked, dinosaur bones. Those are pretty cool. I'd say you pivoted when you should have. Yeah, I mean, the perfect pivot maybe would have been when it reached 125. But I don't even know if that's true, because you know what else I was buying around that time period? I was buying, where'd he go? Oh, this guy. So around that time period, you saw it was in March, right? So around that time period, I was buying this Gyarados for $19,000. That's what I was doing, right? What was the exact timing on this Gyarados? So we sold the crypto in March of 2025. Gold Star Gyarados. Oh, I spelled it wrong. All right. It looks like he was purchased back in January. So he was a January purchase. Oh, no, not January. Take a look at the exact timing here. $18,000 on March 17th. So I pivoted out of crypto and into a Gold Star Gyarados, which I've received a $200,000 offer on. My eyes itchy. Of course, that transaction did not go through, so you can't claim it's worth $200,000. But you could claim he's worth like 95. So how about that? So if I kept my money in Bitcoin, I would have less than the $19,000 that I put into it. But since I put it in here, it's gone from 19,000 to like 100,000. Perfect. That's the perfect move. I got so lucky with that. And I don't know if I could say I predicted, I had a feeling crypto was going to crash that hard, but when it did occur, I wasn't really surprised. That's the thing. I looked at it and I said, what are you going to do with crypto? I don't know what to do with it. It's like, it's good for sales, right? Like you can buy stuff back and forward with each other. But I don't know. It's not like owning Google stock. Like Google stock, at least you're getting, you're getting a company that's producing goods. So it just feels like I feel like crypto is for buying at the bottom and selling at the top, and then buying at the bottom and then selling at the top, and then buying at the bottom. And if you can do that really consistently, you can get really rich. If you can predict the next crypto that's going to go to the moon like the way Bitcoin once did, you're going to get rich. It's just so hard to do that now. Here it is, one live custom booster for Joseph Smith. I think crypto is a dead end. I don't think it's necessarily a dead end, but I think people buy it, they own it, and they go, what am I supposed to do with this? And then if it doesn't go up in price, they go, oh, I'd rather have something that goes up in price. So it's got to only do one thing, go up. There it is. That's a cold one. I'm sorry. Kind of like, I don't know. It's, people buy in, and then the next row of people buy in, and the price goes up. And the people who originally bought in said, see, you got to buy some now. But if that ever slows down, they can't do that story anymore. That's true for Pokemon. It's called a speculative asset. It's based on making money on the idea that you can sell it for more for the next person. That's the basic idea. The only way you make money on crypto is if you sell it for more money to the next guy. But you know what the problem with that system is? Eventually the world runs out of money. So there's a hard cap on how high crypto can go. There's also a hard cap on how high Pokemon can go. Whereas a company like Coca-Cola, they're actually generating a good, kind of like growing corn or something. If you grow trees and sell the trees, you produce something. You produced money. You've made money out of nothing. So Coca-Cola does something like that. It takes water and it flavors it, but it's produced a good. And so that's a good now, and they can just keep producing it endlessly. That's an investment. So if you own Coca-Cola, you own an investment. Google kind of does that. Google's product is more like a service, advertising technology. So, they sell a service all day long, and the company then reinvests that money into growth, and they just keep doing that. And so as the company grows, the demand for the company goes up, and so you get capital gains on a stock like that one. All right, look at that Frostmoth. $22 on this lovely Frostmoth. Look how old he is. 2021 Shining Fates. Pretty cool. Any Toyota decks? I've seen those Toyota decks multiple times. Always stayed away from them. I thought they looked really ugly. I don't want my Pokemon poker cards to say Toyota. I own a Toyota. I've got one right now. I've got a Toyota RAV4. That was our choice. We picked one car. We only own one car, and it's a Toyota RAV4. But I don't want my Pokemon card saying Toyota. It's like kind of weird. So no Toyota poker cards for me. You'll never compete with me on those because I'm never going to spend money on them. I like the original authentic prints of them, like the original prints. Like this guy right here, the red. We just found this guy laying around, didn't we? Isn't that funny? We found this guy laying around. Oh, wait, is this also one? Dear heavens. How many of these guys are there? How many spots in the jumbo pack break? 1 spot left. 1 spot left. Red, red, green, 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 yellow. Yeah, I like these way better than the Toyota one. Now, the person who buys and sells the Toyota one, he's going to have to make an argument like, oh, it's so rare. But yeah, but this is the more meaningful one. 1996 Redback. This is a pretty big deal. Yellow's 1998, so he's like a reprint era. But look, it's got Pikachu on the back. And there's not as many of them, clearly, because you can never find a deck of it for sale. When it is, it costs more. So, good stuff. Oh, baby. Toyota makes a solid product. Oh, yeah, Toyota's good. Fellow man, I can't sleep like a true man. I claimed it. Joseph Smith. He claimed it. All right, all yours, man. Let me jump over here. Boo, 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 boo. So, Joseph Smith, $40. It says, the mega pack break. The jumbo pack break is done. Good luck. Okay, so. Ooh. Ah, very nice. Let's go get 4 packs. Ooh, little Psyduck. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. There it goes. Good. Oh, now we need, I'm just making noises. That's my job, is to just make noises of the microphone for you guys. Toyota. How about you guys? You guys own any crypto? I want to know about your opinions on crypto. Who's got a strong opinion on crypto? Yes. Google says that crypto could be hackable in the future with quantum computing. Now, if that's true for crypto, by the way, that's true for all banking and all digital money, not just crypto. That's true for the stock market. It's true for stocks. It's true for the government computers. It's, you know, like the nuclear arms, the nuclear codes. It's true for your search history, which you don't want your mama seeing. It's true for everything. All right, give me a number. Holy. Just wondering. It's the seed phrases for wallets that were supposed to be not hackable with 12 seed word phrases. I see. Oh, my eyes so itchy. I think quantum computing will do math computations so fast that everything will be hackable. That's what's going to happen. Everything will be hackable. All of the old encryption will be utterly worthless. Utterly worthless. So it doesn't really matter what it is. If it's digital and it has a security layer that is encryption, it just won't matter anymore. It is. So it's not just Bitcoin's that's at risk. It's going to be your PayPal account's at risk, your Bank of America account, whatever you got. Your old allpoetry.com account where you used to write edgy poetry that you don't want anyone to know about, all of it. It's all going to be hackable. All right, give me a number. I regret not buying the Trump crypto when it went live. I bought it and I sold it at a profit and I never bought back in. I did a meme stock with it. Give me a number. 3, 1, 2, 3. In and out Bitcoin and maybe Doge because of Elon. Yeah, Elon makes it tempting, doesn't he? All right, here goes. Because he's a genius, right? Here's Victor Kokiko. Could it be Victor? Woo! Justice for Victor. All right, Victor. A little bit better. I don't know if you saw yesterday's stream of Victor. But, you know, I'm sorry about messing up that. Having a mistake run on the Mega Break. But look, you got a little jumbo pack. A little vindication. That's nice. All right, what else? We have Joseph Smith. We have TRG. And we have Dylan Chan. All right. You got to feel good for Mr. Victor pulling a little bonus thing, huh? Victor has been redeemed. It definitely helps. All right. Now, to truly be redeemed, we gotta see what comes out of these boosties, huh? Let's see what kind of stuff comes out. Maybe something cool. There's always something that comes out. Little something. All right, let's see. It's wigged. No, I think it's just the universe. Universe throwing him a bone. So here's this. The universe. All right. I only believe in science. Here's Soldier's Return. I didn't know that was in here. That's a pricey booster. Once you have the money Elon has, you can basically try any idea. Yeah. He gets to say anything he wants. Doesn't affect him. I smell a chase. Out of touch celebrities and billionaires. Here we are. Like when Billie Eilish was like, we're all living on stolen land. Meanwhile, she's like in a $1 billion home or something, or a multi-million-dollar home. Like, bro, doesn't that mean you're on stolen land? What? Let's snip this. Bro. Here's Silver Tempest. Here's Harry Potter. Nacho! That's right. Snipping this. I am. Da 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 do 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 do. La 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 la. La 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 la. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Remember that song? I don't know the lyrics of that song. I just know there's a point in the song where it goes, I am, I think. A real religious man. Mr. Mudd wrestled Redskins for his lake home and won. Whoa! Oops. We might actually get an Indian casino out here. They'll get their revenge. Indian casinos, huh? That's cool, man. There we are. There we go. Yeah, they are moving forward with building an Indian casino out here in Lake of the Ozarks. One of the big developments. Boop. So. No, I didn't have to do any of that work. I didn't have to do any fighting. I'm pretty sure my ancestors just traveled over from Europe and said, all right, here we are. We are. You know, I truly don't know for sure what my ancestors did. I should ask my parents before they're dead. Be like, did my grandparents or my great-grandparents do anything crazy, or were they just poor immigrants? I know my grandma was a poor immigrant. Legend of Gelda. There we are. And caca. Oh, ooh. Ah. So Punch-Out's a nice one because it's actually a title card. So those Nintendo title cards are very nice in these vintage Nintendo packs. Here's the Mario time. So this is the jumbo pack, and it tends to show off a lot of fun cards on our menu. Like this one, Arctic Fox. There's the pig. Here's the rabbit, and here's a golden alpaca one. My ancestry states I'm 100% white. He's a white man. Yes, white. Let's see. He made so much money just from taking a hit of weed with Rogan. It's probably crazy. The merchandise and everything else. Did he really? All right, there we go. Arctic Fox. How about you guys? Have you guys taken a DNA test? They're fun. DNA tests are cool. The problem with the DNA test, though, is it's a bad product for the company because once you take it, you never purchase it again. You don't need to. I guess I could purchase it a second time just to see if there's like competing arguments. He lost money. The stock dropped. Fall. Here's Dawago Knight. There we go. Here's Code Geass. Code Geass. Okay. Kalen Kozuki. All right. Here's this guy. All right. All right. What about this? Got a couple hollows. Okay. How about this? Oshinoko. Here's this girl with their big eyeballs. I don't need a DNA test to tell me I'm Mexican. Very nice, man. All right, let's put this over here. You'd be surprised. I mean, the DNA test might be able to trace, like, what kind of Mexican you are. You know what I mean? Like, I've got my DNA test. It can tell me like some really weird things. We are like, I'm technically Scottish, but the Scottish DNA is like a mix of further north DNA. Here's, oh, you got a special Hogwarts card. What'd you get? Whoa! Albus Booty Butt Dumbledore. All right, that's actually hitting there. That's kind of cool. Harry Potter. Wow, they are so going to ruin Harry Potter. There's no chance in hell that the new Harry Potter goes well. There's no way. Mexicans are actually Asians. What? Konnichiwa. Let's see. Here's Dreadigon. Whoa, that's good too, actually. That came out of Silver Tempest, huh? That's a solid pull. Oh, this could be Gengar. But it's definitely Lunatone. Ah, wait. Here's Mega Evolution. Let's see. I hope Harry Potter is Asian this time. Asian's a big thing. The amount of different people from that continent. Here's Sobble. Yeah, but are you a light skin? They got that over there too, huh? Whoa! That is a hit. Wow, wow, wow. That's one of the best cards in the set. Team Rocket Houndoom. Look at that. All right, now we're feeling very good. Wow. Okay, see, it's just the universe handing him some bonus pulls after a rough day yesterday. Here's Mega Heracross. All right. Good. He's decent. Light skin or nothing. My skin is as pale as a cloud. Yeah, they're rough about that in like China and places. They're like, you better have the light skin. What do you guys think that's all about? Here's Gandalf. You think that that's just like racism, basically? Or do you think that some people actually find white skin like pretty or something? Ooh. My dad had darker skin. We are. Here's Hobbits. Oh, I'm South Korean. Okay, guys, let's dance to K-pop. I would dance to K-pop, but I'd like to keep my man card. Here's the Hobbits. Hell no, all about the Morenas. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Let's see. Ooh. Orcs. Ooh. All right. Tossing this way. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Now, here's Feraligatr. Here's Sneaky Bunko, Volume 2. We have an enormous amount of Sneaker Bunko. There's just so much of this. Here's a holo. Here we have Bumb. Okay. Okay. Nothing crazy. Perfect Order. Cool looking Haunter. I like him, but he's just a holo. Gem 2. Nice. You got a little stamp Pokeball. Here's Gem 1. Okay, a little crazy guy. And 151 surprise. Jolteon. All right, there it is. Overall, it was a great round. Lots of small pulls like usual, but the Houndoom and the Dreadigon are serious business. So he got some good pulls out of there. Congratulations, Mr. Victor. All right. That's a nice way to make a tough day yesterday a little less tough today. Good. I mean, it didn't say God, let there be light. Skins. What? Oh, okay. Just kind of going through. Oh, yeah, you get the Little Mac, too. That's a decent pull, you know. The Little Mac's not bad. Don't underestimate him. So, Joseph Smith. Let's see. Not Joseph Smith, Mr. Victor. He's going to be over here. Joseph Smith was just the last guy to jump into it. Sorry, Joseph. You might have missed. Light skins are the future, says Piasso. White flower. We are. Okay. Where are the white girls at? Who knows what the future is? What do you guys think the future, ethnically, what do you guys think the future looks like? We are? I think everything's going to change when they make like an artificial womb. How crazy will that be? Imagine you and your like wife or girlfriend won't have to get her pregnant at all. You'll just donate some stuff to like a machine, and then the machine will like pop out a baby for you. I swear that's going to be the future. You know why? Because I really don't think women like being pregnant. Maybe some do, but I think women would prefer to like not undergo the pain and the risk. And so if they didn't have to be pregnant, they would just choose not to. They would do the test tube baby. I really think they would. Here's Mr. Tyler. I'll take the Trico. He's a good card. This Trico is Diamond Pearl Trico. Japanese. Not white, joking, but yeah, too many mixes. Tyler Davis. Actually, on the subject of that, you know, what's really interesting is some genetics are called recessive, which means if they pair with the dominant gene, they disappear, they get hidden, right? So for people who don't understand genes, you might have brown eyes and blue eyes. So brown and blue, to get a pair of blue eyes in your kid, you need two recessive genes. You need small r and small r. Brown eyes include two capital R's or any combination of a capital R and a small r. So with it needing double recessive genes, the odds of blue eyes over time shrinks. It's actually a really small percentage of people have blue eyes. Let me look this up. What percentage of humans on Earth have blue eyes? You ready? Okay. So it looks like blue eyes are about 8% of the population in the world. That's pretty low. It's a pretty rare trait. And what's interesting is over time, this could actually shrink to an even smaller number than 8%. And so you got to wonder if in the future there will be like genetic DNA engineering to make sure your kid has blue eyes or something, because it's not like it matters if your eyes are blue or brown. It's more like just an aesthetic. But when something is rare, people want it. They covet it. That's just how it is, like a rare resource. So I suspect with colors like blue and green that are recessive genes, a lot of them died in World War II. Yeah, sure. Or the plague, right? You know, with it being so rare to get certain colors, I think I think in the future, DNA will be like a commodity where people will go to like the DNA store and they'll like build their child using mostly their own DNA, but then maybe the eyes are spliced from a donor, because who cares? It's just a pair of eyes. So if you want your child to be like you, but still have blue eyes, you can pay some money to have an engineer splice, or a doctor, splice the DNA from a third donor. So it's you, your wife, and third person, or maybe there's two donors, right? So maybe both you and your wife have brown eyes, but two donors donate the DNA for the eyes. See how crazy that would be? And all of a sudden, the DNA of your family has been altered in a way that could only be seen in the future. Your child will have 4 people's DNA in it. How insane will that be in the future? That'll be so crazy. But I think that it definitely will happen. That's my suspicion. I really believe in all that stuff. And most of all, it's going to be really important because people are going to compete to have their child be more attractive and more intelligent and more athletic. So all of those genes that contribute to those traits are going to be like super valuable, and there'll be like a DNA market. Here's Sarah Dewsbury, 1 spot, the Cubone. Ah! 1 Cubone. All right. All right, Sarah. Think of how nice you can like talk to girls like this. You could be like, "Oh, baby, let me commodify your DNA." It'll be so flattering. Ooh. Deformities can also be recessive. Right. That's why mixing is, you know, so if a population, if a group is too homogenous, they have more disease. So they bring in new people from an island right next to you. You let in some fresh blood and the DNA mixes and the illnesses and diseases go down actually. Yeah, it gets rid of it. So recessive diseases are very dangerous. That's why you're not allowed to have a baby with your brother or sister. All right, one spot in the jumbo pack break. What? Shall we make a new one? Let's make a new one. Here's a little Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Here's one of these. Here's one of these. Just like before. Let's get one of these. Here we are. Harry Potter. Let's get Ascended Heroes, obviously. Let's get a DR. Let's get a Mega Evolution. Let's get one of these. Let's get a Super Mario. What are we missing from this? Anything? Oh, let's get one of those perfect orders. Perfect order. Let's get some of these. We'll get one of these. I'll put you into the next round, okay, Sarah? Are you even a Harry Potter fan if you don't have the life-size Dobby statue? You have to have the life-size Dobby statue, guys, or you're not a real fan. Everyone knows you're not a real fan. All right, let's get a little Final Fantasy. Gotta have a little Final Fantasy. Let's get a, I don't know. Here's a Metazoo. You want Metazoo? Yeah, we want Metazoo. Here's a Fresh Blood Prince or something. Here's, oh, let's get one of these in there. How about, I don't know. Maybe a Donald Trump. Who will clean your toilets, Donald Trump? And, what else do we need? Anything else? Maybe a Gem 2. Gem 3, I mean. Maybe a 151 surprise. We like those right now. They're doing very well. And, good. I think we're good. How about Nikkei pack? All right. Harry Potter has some cool Lego sets. Dobby is pregnant! Palm Beach Pete is hella sus. Who's that? All right. So we're going to say $2 for this. $6. What is this, like 6? This is actually 10. This is like 5. This is 13, I think. This is like $1.50. Isn't it like 3 or 5 or something? Ooh, I can't remember. I'll put it down as 3. I'll be generous. This would be 1.5. This would be 3. This would be like 8. Isn't it like 8? This is 6. This is Japanese, isn't it? So that'll be 5. This can be 4. This is 5. This is most likely like 4 or 5. We'll say 4. So that's 83. Now, perfect order is 8.5. Phantasmal is like 12, right? Mega Evolution. I don't remember Mega Evolution. Did we change that to 11 yet? Let me look it up. All right. So it says here Phantasmal was 14. So that is actually not right. So we're going to add 2 to that. And wow, that's expensive. Death Arrival is 13. That's back there. So we're going to add that in. And Mega Evolutions is what? Oh, 12. It's not cheap anymore. So that went up. All right. So there's still room for more packs, though. Let's get something in there. I keep getting between Ravenclaw and Slytherin. Let's get a Gundam. There's Gundam. Ooh, let's get a Harry Potter. One of these new Harry Potters over here. Harry Potter. Okay, and let's also get maybe one of these packs over here. So we got these G.I. Joes. And what the heck, we'll do another Minecraft pack. I do like the Minecrafts. I think they're a bit of fun. Don't you guys like Minecraft? You know, if it's going to be a jumbo pack break, might as well have fun with it. And then let's do a Mega Brave. I like Mega Brave. And how about a Metazoo? All right. I'm convinced that I'm the only Gryffindor here. This guy thinks he's so special because he took an online test and it told him he was a Gryffindor. Yes. Wake up, bro. The Sorting Hat just tells you what you want to hear. All right, there we go. We're good. That is the Jumbo Pack Break. Number 7. Oh, yeah, we have to add it to the Breaks History channel, too. I forgot to do that. All right, Sarah, so we made this on the fly for you so we could get you into the new round. Mary's here. Mary. Jumbo 7. Looks like we did that last time, too. And also, let me go ahead and fill this in. Grabbing this. It's 7:42. How'd it get so late? You joke, but that's legit what all the other houses say about Gryffindor. What? We are coming over here to the Breaks History channel. Jumbo Pack Break. Victor 110 minutes ago. I don't know how long ago it was. All right, so one spot in the Jumbo Pack Break for Miss Saladoza Baby. Here you go, Sarah. We have a fresh round running. Round number 7. Peckerhead activities. Okay, that sounds like an insult to woodpeckers. Here's this Pokemon machine. Here's this Squirtle for 105, apparently. The Rocket Pack Split, which will go off in no time at all. Ride-on D's and a piece of gold for $210. You don't have to buy the gold. You can actually trade for it. Did you know that? 10 Poke Shuffles and 2 live customs. Miss Sarah. All right, Sarah, here goes. So we've got your one spot in the new Jumbo Pack Break. And now 2 of these. Good luck. Oh, all right. 2 cold ones this time. There it is. 2 cold ones. The mushroom. I'm Gryffindor because I'm on my family's crest as a griffin. 10 Poke Shuffles. All right. Good luck. You don't even have a goblin-made sword. That's right. What house are you? So I took the test, but I thought the test was very bad because it gave you all these questions, and I was like, none of these questions are good. It was asking me, like, what's your favorite pet or something like that. I'm like, I don't like any of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But it put me in Slytherin, and I was like, whatever, bro. Here it is. I'm meant to be Slytherin anyways. I was born in Year of the Snake and have a long, pointy tongue. Here's Dolive, so it's meant to be. I could have just sorted myself into that. Ugh. Hiss, hiss, hiss. I don't have a house. I'm houseless. All right, Dolive, you say. Dolive the Olive. This one? It is 1 Dolive. Oh, do we keep it or do we re-roll it? The re-roll will be $30. We are the chosen ones, Mike. There should be no foolish wand waving or incantations in class. What's your favorite color? Gee, I don't know. I wonder what TCC's favorite colors are. If you don't have a house, then chances are you're a Hufflepuff. That's right. Hufflepuffs smoke a lot of weed. Whew. Man, I'm still so full from that Mexican lunch. Beans and rice. I feel like I could throw up, dude. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Maybe TCC is a Hufflepuff. Maybe he's a Hufflepuff. I'm a Pokepuff. What are you talking about? Doo-doo, boo-doo-boo. Oh, Sarah. Once upon a time, we had the sweetest Miss Sarah. And she said, I'd like to open some Pokemons. That scene with Kedrick. IW, never seen Harry Potter. Do you think it's worth the time to watch? You've never seen the original Harry Potters? It's okay. If you have like a girlfriend or something, you get like some hot cocoa and watch the Harry Potters during like Halloween or something. It's totally worth it. And there's a lot of them. It's kind of cool because the movies weren't made in 1 year. They were made over time. So the kids literally grow up in the movies as they go through school. So it's kind of cool that way. Kind of like Stranger Things a little bit. But you know, it's nice. You didn't read the books, did you? The books are really nice. That's why the movie did well. It did well because the books are so popular. But the movies weren't bad. They were pretty decent. The music is done by John Williams, the guy who did the music for Star Wars. So it's got some cool music. All right, Sarah, by default, we shall give you this card. Sarah Duzin. All right, that's what happens. It goes to you by default a little over time. Miss Sarah. Ooh, some little bonus cards. You got a little mushroom. I'm going to make you some mala chicken with mushrooms and chili sauce, Miss Sarah. Because I can tell you like mala chicken. Let me hit refresh. Haven't done anything with it other than buy the Lego sets. Break the Star Wars sketch card. Yeah, is there a sketch card? I know I have a sketch card coming back from, you're talking, are you talking about that, what's his name? I don't think that could be a break. He's too big. That's a really big card. So now we've got an order from, ta-da! No, we already did that one. So the queue is empty, is that right? Is the queue empty? Did we hit 40 likes? No. You better smash that like button. Break. So we do have a lot of breaks on the table right now, and actually I think we could do a consignment break, because I think currently there's no consignment on the table, and I do like hosting those consignment breaks. But I want to mention to you guys, if you want a little short break, Mr. Andy Valdez is waiting for a challenger in the Uprising Halo card. It's only 20 bucks. Think of it like this. You got to work on your scorecard. Somebody's going to have the top score. They're going to get a roll into scored, and they're going to get the break deck too. It'll be fun. So let's grab one of these. What do we got over here? That's just 20 bucks. Oh, but it's just a common hollow. All right. What's this? Javier. This is really nice. You guys see this? DBZ, Oath of Z, SCR. That's cool. Vaporeon's neat. Ooh. That's $60, though. That seems kind of like... That's a bit of money for a 9, isn't it? So I feel like price-wise, some of those are a little tough. Let's try this over here. She could be a pretty cheap break. Who wants this Absol? Prince of Wales? Prince of Boobies, more like it. There's the Anakin card in question, everybody. So that Anakin card is for sale. Oh, baby. That's $200. That doesn't make sense. It's too expensive. We can break this. Jimmy Therese. That's a 10 for 30 bucks. I mean... And it's a booty butt card. That's kind of cool. Lightning. Okay, there's Hello Nurse. This has been a break before. So I like this one. This is Opus 1. Oh, that Darkrai is a really good break. He's already priced to be a break. So he's already ready to go. Yeah, I noticed, you know, in the consignment... What doesn't surprise me, a lot of the consignment cards are like cards that look like they could be hard to sell. So people tend to, consign cards that are harder to sell. All right, let's get this up here. Darkrai, and who's this for? Jimmy Therese. That's a Jimmy Therese Darkrai, everybody. Now, what's cool about it, it's a Cardconomist graded 10 from 2019. Let's take a look at that. Real nice. This was in the 8,000s. All right. Beautiful. Looks good. Yeah, it looks nice. So there it is. It's got kind of a dusty old sleeve on it, but the card underneath is nice. That's a $25 break. Can you lower the Moltres to 1 honey? Yes. Is he in this pile right here? Before I put him down, where'd he go? Oh, man, I got to go find him. I just pulled him out. All right. Nothing really wrong with the Moltres. It's just sometimes people don't want to pay that BGS premium, even if it's a premium grade. Which is too bad, but, you know. sometimes the card that's being graded matters too. Where the hell is it? Did I skip it? Oh my God. I hate finding cards sometimes. Such a pain. First pile, you passed it. You gotta be kidding me, bro. What am I smoking? Here it is. All right, good. So let me go ahead and put these away now. The first stack. I thought it was in the first stack. My brain said it was part of the early piles. And then I looked and I just didn't see it because I'm blind as a bat. I got them good low quality genes. We were talking about DNA. It would be cool though. I mean, imagine just being able to know that your child is much smarter than you in the future. Wouldn't that be cool? I'm all into that. That's super fascinating to me. Okay. What is that Anakin card? That's a Star Wars sketch card. It's for 1,500. It doesn't have a grade. It was just authenticated and encapsulated. Okay, so that's what that is. All right. How we doing on them likes? 34? We have no orders in the queue. Happy Tuesday to you all. How's your Tuesday going, everybody? Here's Mega Gallade. Uprising 2. Tentacool. So we got a couple gym breaks on the table. Take your pick. XY Tentacool 8. Uprising 9, which has a person in it. And this Darkrai from Tag Team All-Stars 2019. This is a 7-year-old card. Does that mean anything to you guys? 7 years old, 50 bucks. That's not bad. It's not bad. All right. Now let's grab some more fresh slabbies. Ugh. PDX Black Full Stars Galaxy Chrome. All right, let's see. So here's Diglett for $100. Poof. See, this is exactly the card that is hard to sell. It's hard to sell a $100 9. That is tough, especially if it's not Charizard. Here's Shiny Bubble 9, also for 100. But notice it's a out of 50 card. So that's, again, another tough card to sell. It's pricey. It's a 9. This is easy to sell. Somebody will probably actually buy this. This is only $20. It's a authentic vintage Topps Halo from 2007, and it's the Warthog. And look at that. Doesn't that look cool? So a card like this is going to sell because it's virtually the cost of grading. I mean, you're just paying the cost of grading. That's it. The card inside is almost free. You know, here's Nidoqueen, and it's nice. And 9s do well sometimes. So here's Nidoqueen, you know, with $20, room to grow on that card. Nidoqueen Vintage. I like that. That could be a break too. I like that one a lot. That one could go into the Poke Shuffle. Quality. Nidoqueen's a rare, right? It's a rare card. Look at it. Shelter 8.5 for $28. I think that's fair too, actually. And then here's the Krusty Krab, Topps Chrome, getting a 9 out of 199. Wow. Man, I almost wonder if I could crack these and send them off to PSA if they would have a shot at a 10. You guys think that's worth it? Sometimes I feel like tag grading just grades too harsh. I wonder why they graded 9. Well, this one looks slightly off-center. Oh, they're both off-center. Never mind. They're good. They're 9s. They're definitely 9s. So, but that's out of 50, and this one's out of 199. Cool stuff, though. We pay to cut the $500 raw card? No, but we could choose a new drill card if you guys wish. All right, let me hit refresh. The Krusty Krab. Come spend your money here. We're going to get some Krusty Krab pizza together, right, guys? There must be a way we can donate money to you to destroy a card. Yeah, that was a thing we've done for years. It's called the drill cards. Would you guys like to see the cards we've drilled over time? Let me show you. Give me a second. Since we don't have any orders for the moment, let me show you all the cards we've drilled over time. You're going to be surprised. You're maybe going to be appalled. So, we famously drilled some cards, and I told you I would store them so as not to lose them. Look at that dust on top. What the hell? A lot of dust in this room, man. All these cards have been destroyed. Let's go over them. Some of you guys are new and have never seen this. Here's a $5 Hello Pony. Here's a PSA 9 Pikachu. That one must have been recent. Look at this classic Snorlax 10. Gengar. Here's a Donald Trump. Here's a drill warning point. A Luffy 10. Wow. And here's a Portgas D-Ace 9. Here's a Sanji 9. That's a vintage. Mysterious Treasures 9 Slay King. Dragapult 10. Oh. Classic Celebrations 9. Here's an Analaza 10. One of these goofy sexy girl cards. Here's Diglett. Here's Leafeon VMAX. Ivysaur 8. Topps Magneton. Here's Ult minus Powerball. Sticker Clefairy, a Mime, and this really cool Omega. Wow, that's so neat. So that is an example of some of the cards we drilled. The Dark Bat makes me sad. Does it really? Back in the day, that didn't cost that much, and there were so many of them, and nobody would pay any money for them. So I said, let's drill that one. And people agreed, actually. That's why I got paid off. Now, this is the second box. Here goes. Wow. This is actually vintage base set Charizard Classic. That's crazy. But we drilled it for how much? $137. That's it. $137. I know it gets crazier than that. Oh my God. This was that super lewd card, and that one guy got it on a break, and then he immediately had it drilled. Steven Mitz. Yeah, where did that guy go? He did that 2 years ago. Okay, now look at this. You'd think that the Dark Golbat is crazy. Here's a PSA 10 Lance's Charizard, 490. Alex Roger Gray, 9123. Let's look him up. What does he sell for today? PSA 10 Charizard versus. You're not gonna like this. It's gonna shock you. Here it is. The cheapest versus Charizard is now $4,000. Woo! That's crazy. That was drilled back in the day. You guys chose to drill it. You guys actually picked out what should be drilled. Now, I chose the Dark Golbat a long time ago. So there's the Dark Golbat. And he's probably like 1,000 or 2,000 now. Here's a Moltres 9.5, an Ash Ketchum, Bill. Some of these are real cheap. Here's a Victini and Didi. She got her eyes drilled out for like Halloween. I remember that one. Crobat. All right. Many of the drill cards were pretty cheap. Here's a Chansey got drilled. Matthew Hill. That's a Charizard 10. Here's a Chansey 8. Oh, this one's actually kind of nice. Buzel. He's a Diamond Pearl Pristine 10. I think he'd still only be like 100 today. Here's one of these lovely girls. Here's Cardos Rattata. Squirrel. So, you know, a lot of cheap cards get drilled pretty quickly. People like to drill the cheap ones. We could pick out a new pricey one and drill it together as a group. Yeah, it's actually a pretty crazy feeling to get an actually good card together, one that people desire, and to drill it. And I think that's what drives people to pay down the drill price, because there's sort of like a feeling like you're destroying a beautiful thing. You're watching it get destroyed, and it's almost like a self-destructive kind of feeling. I don't know. Why do people do hazing? Why do people do crazy cult things? So the drilling has been a pretty fun activity, but we haven't done it in a long time. So I don't know. Yep, you wouldn't let me slap it away. I was so angry, I almost stopped buying. Which one? The Charizard? All right, let me put it away. I'm going to put these away. I get it. Ugh. It was like, you know, a sacrificial lamb. All right. It's all part of the fun. You like having fun, don't you? Who here doesn't like having fun? Do you guys want to see my Dust Docs collection? It's over here collecting dust anyways. It's called the Dust Glops collection because it collects dust. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, these were in here, huh? Watch this. This is going to blow your mind a little bit. These are probably expensive. Look at that. EX Deoxys Dusclops times 4. Oh, the bat, yeah. And 2 of these. Dusclops. I like him. He's a ghoulie. I think they ruined him, by the way. I think they ruined him when they released Dust Noir. He's a terrible evolution. He's so ugly. Like, Dusclops makes sense. Dusclops is like, he's a mummy. There are no other mummy Pokemon other than, like, Cofagrigus, but that's a different, you know, that's like a coffin. He's an actual mummy, so it's cool. But it just, they ruined it with Dust Noir, which is like, what is he, like a cursed doll or something? We have an order from Soul Despair. He says, 25 for the Darkrai. Yes, sir. So Soul Despair is going into the Darkrai gym break. So we got 2 people waiting on gym breaks now. Here you are. Okay. Let's see who's in the lead, by the way, for the breaks. Let's see who's in the lead. You had 1 win. Andy Valdez has 2 wins. It's actually Andy Valdez. So he's right now the title holder for the most wins. There it is. Anybody else remember the base set pack getting cut in half? Yeah, that was a while back. All right, let me delete this. We're done with that. Dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. All right, let me hit refresh. I think we're going to stop here. It's 8:04. We're going to have a shorter nighttime stream. I'm going to wrap up so I can go properly hang out with my wife because she didn't get to hang out with me yesterday. But for tomorrow, we're going to have a lot of fun. What did we hit? We hit 37 likes. No giveaway tonight. So we've got these 2 gym breaks coming up. And the pack split made a lot of progress today. Almost halfway full. The Cubone made a lot of progress today. 4 spots out of 11. That's great. Popular. The Mega Break is Shining Tyranitar. The sublist is 5 spots deep. So you can see our focus on breaks continues. We got a lot of specialty pulls up here. Eyes better than opening booster packs. He's a nice reverse hollow 9 Cubone. He's a nice Shining Tire. You can't open booster packs and get these. Then we got these lovely guys. We're doing our Battle Tower. Andy Valdez in the lead. We also have Miss Sally Dusenberry over here with 1 spot in the new Jumbo Pack Break. The Binder Break not moving. Maybe you'll just sit there forever. I don't know. But I think I'm going to hop off. I'm going to go spend some time with Karis. I don't want to hang out with her at 9 p.m. tonight. She goes to bed at like 10. It's we can't do this schedule. I got to stop the stream earlier, or I need to reschedule the stream somehow because, you know, we stopped doing overnights. And you know what ended up happening? We just kind of turned into a stream where we streamed right when Karis is normally off. So I don't like that. So I don't know how to fix it, really. I either have to start the nighttime stream earlier, or I have to start it much later, like at 10:30 or 11. So one or the other, it has to happen. All right, guys, I had so much fun with you guys. We will do the giveaway tomorrow, I promise. Join us for the morning break. Let me tell you something. The morning guys, they never miss the 40 likes. I don't know if you guys knew that, but the morning guys never miss it. They hit it easy. So you guys are getting beat by the morning stream, and it's a vertical. So the vertical guys are beating you guys, all right? All right, I'm hopping off. See you later, everybody.